Come to me, Amon, and save me in this tragic year. For the innocent one has been condemned. His name is hated. His son is as an orphan, whilst the guilty one sleeps in peace. But Amon lends an ear to he who is distressed, and does not accept the bribe of the guilty. Amon restores courage to the innocent, and lets the son avenge his father. He has decreed that the gods help to establish the truth, and punish the guilty. Their images, drawn by my hand, will reveal to you the name of he who has committed the abomination of the gods. They shall be there in each place you go. Contemplate them, and give thanks to Amon, whose goodness fills the entire earth. His enemies
shall thus be destroyed by my venom, and the innocent favored at Horus's side in the palace. The cobra. 3 days separate me from the great festival of Opet in the city of cities, where the king, who is life, health, and strength, is awaited. 3 days to find the guilty parties, and to prove the innocence of my father, Merriman. The cobra, this mysterious messenger, encourages he who takes heed of his warning, and wishes to restore the order of destiny. This task is henceforth mine. The authorization issued by To, first of the king's dignitaries, shall open the gates of the valley protected by the summit. It is at the scene destroyed by evil spirits that Montumes, chief of police, awaits me. Open my ears to truth and recognize iniquity.
Here is the ambassador of To, the eyes and ears of the king.
My long voyage ends here. The task which has been entrusted to me must now be accomplished.
I am the chief of the Medjai, in charge of the safety of the valley where the glorious kings gone before us are resting. You are treading on ground whose peace I intend to ensure.
I am coming to inquire about the robbery of the tomb of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Menmatre.
Conduct your investigation to its term, even though I have no idea what pushed To to entrusting it to you.
The life of my father is in danger, and his name may perhaps no longer exist in the land of Egypt in 3 days. This is the true reason for my coming here.
Let us pray that the gods will assist you then.
And you... will you help me?
I do indeed have the knowledge that experience provides, but do not ask me to work for you willingly.
Might not your knowledge of these places be of some advantage to me?
The tomb of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Menmatre, has been the target of a band of robbers. Despite the increased rounds of my men, we still do not have much information about them.
Would you have a weapon so that I can defend myself?
Ramose, the robbers have already left the scene.
My time is precious. I might as well enter the tomb.
If you wish to shed light on this dark business, take this torch, Ramose. You will find it useful. There is nothing for you to do here. Go. Here is the ambassador of To.
Would you have a...
If
This type of event took place not so long ago. The rounds of Montume's police only keep violators from outside away from the necropolis.
My workmen are not part of this plot. Their hard labor does not leave them either the time or the opportunity.
We are dealing with a group that seems very well organized.
These are honest folk, despite these hard times, due to the irregularity of wages.
The supply of wheat due on the 28th was delivered with only 1 day's delay for the first month of the flooding season.
It was the same thing some time ago.
As scribe of the tomb appointed by Toh, I must give you the assistance you request.
What is the condition of the tomb?
The tomb of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Men-Matre, is one of the longest of the necropolis. It goes down several hundreds of cubits beneath the rock. Fortunately, the room of the sarcophagus has been spared. The mummy of the king, which remained intact, has not suffered any damage.
What about the stolen booty?
The funeral furniture has been walled up in adjoining rooms. This robbery is an abomination for the gods, and their wrath will strike down the guilty.
Do we know who is responsible for this robbery?
May thought come to your aid and sharpen your wits to discover the proof that might condemn them.
How is your investigation coming along, Ramose?
I'm still looking for a clue or a trail. Do you know anything?
No, I admit it. This tomb has been robbed like the others in the valley.
And the stolen booty?
My mind is preoccupied with problems of stewardship, and I have to supervise the completion of Pharaoh's tomb.
You seem deaf to my words.
Warn me, rather, about any discoveries you may make. This shard of limestone is not unusual. There is limestone throughout the entire valley.
It's a sketch made by a draftsman.
It looks like the cartouche of the god, the great Senet Amenhotep, the deified king.
Is that proof?
This amulet fragment is far from being a convincing clue.
This amulet fragment bears the name of Senet Amenhotep, patron of our village. It has to belong to one of the workmen.
How can I get there?
Take this ring, Ramose. It will enable you to enter without being stopped.
And so this ring will serve me as a safe conduct.
This ring in my name will serve you as a guarantee. Should a problem arise, go to the house of the guardian Penmennefer. He is a wise man.
Can you come with me to the village?
The sun will soon be rising. My duty calls. The workmen await me on the path of the summit to make the daily roll call.
If Imanacht has given you this ring, keep it. This rod can be a threatening weapon. This letter does not concern me.
Your investigation seems to be progressing, and light is spreading everywhere. What do you intend to do now?
I have to get to the village of the workmen. Take me to the Square of Truth, and you will also please tow our master.
What do you intend to do there?
Find Hori.
Follow me on the path that leads to the summit, whilst Re is rising in the sky.
Present.
Pendua.
He was stung by a scorpion, and he is in bed with a violent fever.
Pached.
Present. For the workmen of the right-hand side, Amon-Re.
Here.
Kenna.
Here.
Hakaru.
He's working in the temple of Hathor for the 10-day period.
Hori. Hori, didn't he warn anyone of his departure, or mention the reasons for his absence?
Nobody knows anything.
Neferenpet.
Here I am.
The roll call is completed for today. I'm giving you the roll call list, Ramose. The unexplained absences must be cleared up.
Don't waste time, Ramose. You have the elements you need to pursue your investigation.
I only obey my chiefs. On your way, or I'll have you given a few strokes with the rod.
I have to see Hori, the draftsman. He's been away for 2 days. I'm here to inquire about his state of health.
Apart from the workmen and their families, no one may enter the village.
Emenacht, the scribe of the tomb, gave me this ring.
Show it to me. This ring does indeed belong to Emenacht. Do what you wish. Pray, enter.
I'm all alone in the house and I won't open the door!
Go away, stranger, or I'll grind you into dust! My house is closed to strangers!
I'm looking for someone called Hori. He is not at the construction site. Where can I find him?
Speak to the guardian of the village.
I am conducting an investigation of the greatest importance.
If we need to run short, the local city will pass without any wheat rations, and that is much more important in my eyes.
Would not hunger push the mildest soul to rob the tomb?
You have chosen a respectable man in front of his own door. You deserve 1,000 beatings. Go away!
She's giving birth to her first son. You've really no business here. Come on, out, out.
I've been carrying baskets of rubble and wielding the pickaxe to break the rock. I deserve some rest today. What do you want of me?
What do you know about the robbery of the tombs?
This abomination is not the deed of the men from the team.
Yet you do know the corridors that delve into the mountain.
The families of these robbers must be eating their fill, which is not the case of mine at the moment.
Do you know where Hori is?
The workmen labor hard on the site at this time of day.
He's been away for 2 days. I must go over to his house.
You will recognize his house because his name is written on it. Farewell.
Do you know the draftsman of the construction site?
I dig the walls of tombs. The draftsmen only come in afterwards.
Welcome to the village, Ramose. Montumes told me about your investigation. I will let you act as you wish.
This welcome warms my heart. May Ra protect you.
What can I do for you?
I have to find the one who is wearing a broken necklace.
This is too tedious a search. Some 40 families live in this village. What can...
This village seems deserted.
At this time of day, the men are on the construction site.
Might not hunger or greed push the mildest soul to commit an unreasonable deed?
Hunger already pushed men into revolting not so long ago.
I was speaking about stories of robberies.
Everything entering and leaving this village is checked and accounted for. Men, as well as their tools. What can I do?
I have to find the House of Hori. Which way should I go?
The path will be easy for you. Turn to the right.
Come and drink my beer, as cool as the shade of the sycamore.
As much as I would like to linger, I seek the House of Hori. Do you know it?
I am not insensitive to the sight of a lovely boy. And they are so rare in the village.
That is a sweet compliment. But I must first find Hori. Have you seen him recently?
I haven't seen him, but I know his house. I will point it out to the one who shall come to me, that I may profit from his beauty.
I will do as your heart desires, my pretty one. But after I have found Hori, and an honest man keeps his word.
If you satisfy my heart, I will tell you where his house is to be found. Come and drink my beer.
If you think you can turn my mind aside and lead it to intoxication, you are wrong. I couldn't care less about your trivial proposals.
Man is like a serpent. His insults are like venom. But I will avenge myself of your affront.
I don't know your face, and yet I've seen all the children of the village grow up.
Do you know everything that goes on in the village?
I know everything. I see everything, in spite of my advancing years.
What can you tell me?
Events follow each other and then are forgotten. What's left to me? You will learn it by yourself. I don't know.
Have you heard about the robbery of the tombs?
Ah, a really hungry man turns nothing to good.
Could workmen be guilty of these deeds?
He who once had a wheat granary now has no bread.
Hunger makes temptation greater.
I am telling you, see what happens. Pushed by hunger, the men of the site are going to lay down their tools. The time for anger will soon be upon us.
You only hear what you want to hear.
Oh, the time for anger is upon us. Did you know that, young man? I don't know.
I'm looking for Hori's house. Do you know where it is?
Oh, so that's it. You're not from here. Well, what is the news?
I come from Memphis. I have to find Hori urgently.
Ah, in my time, life was sweeter.
You don't seem to hear what I'm saying. I'm looking for Hori. Hori! Do you know him?
Hori. What's become of him? We don't see him anymore. And his house is always shut up.
Could workmen be guilty of these deeds?
He who once...
Hunger, you...
Oh.
Stop, thief! Stop him! He's trying to break into our companion Hori's home! Stop him! I only desire things that glitter. I only desire things that glitter.
Since gold makes your eyes light up, I give you this ring. But go away from here and let me settle this business by myself.
So, Ramose, is your investigation progressing?
I have found Hori's corpse, murdered in his house.
What terrible news! What happened? I must warn Montumes as soon as possible.
There was indescribable disorder in his house.
A fight could have caused his death.
I pulled a folded papyrus from his cold and stiff hand.
Show it to me. The name of the person it is to protect is still inscribed on this talisman.
I suspect him of being Hori's murderer.
You need proof.
So, Ramose,
I have...
what?
Might he have been involved in the tomb robberies?
Whether he is an accomplice or not, the police have to make their report as soon as possible. This small silver urn is finely engraved. It bears the symbol of the great king Amon-Re. It is an object of value. Give it to me. It must have come from the stolen booty. I have got to show it to Montumes. So, Ramose,
I have...
what? I am listening to your words, Ramose. Do you have any news?
I think I may have made an interesting discovery. I have found the lifeless body of Hori.
So, Hori was involved in the robbery of the tomb.
The fragment of the amulet found in the tomb of King Menmatre completes that of the necklace found in his house.
The police must find his murderer.
Do you know where I could find Chai?
He left the village for 2 days.
I suspect him of being Hori's murderer.
You need proof. This casket is one of the funeral items that Chai was asked to manufacture. He was to deliver it to the Embalmers.
Might the Embalmers also be involved?
Supplied with this proof, you must go to the Embalmers' workshop on the pretext of delivering the casket. To get into their workshop, pretend to be Chai's assistant.
But it's getting late, and the night will favor your rest. I offer you my hospitality.
I do indeed deserve a rest.
Lie down in this mat, and during the night may best protect you from bad dreams.
Hail to you, Lord of Justice. I have come, my lord, that you may lead me, so that I may see your perfection, for I know you. I know your name and that of the 42 assessors who are with you in the Hall of Justice. I shall not fall under your knives. You will not present my fault to that God whom you represent. You will tell the truth about me in the presence of the great God, since I labored for good whilst I was on earth.
Your voice is true, and you are admitted to my kingdom, despite the great crime of which you have made yourself an accomplice. I allow you, by this dream, to speak to the one who was the victim of this injustice.
The God of the dead allows me to speak to you in a dream, Ramose. Depending on the places in which you carry out your investigation, always contemplate the gods with a careful eye. It will be profitable to you.
Wake up, Ramose! May I remind you that you have to go to the Embalmer's workshop to deliver the casket of the Usheptis.
This place is reserved for embalmers. What do you want?
I've come to deliver this casket.
This is the casket of the Usheptis for the tomb of the nobleman. Give it to me. Await here your due for having delivered this casket to me. Here are your wages. These 2 devons are for you. Follow me for my superior wishes to ask you a few questions.
Is there a problem?
A dispute to be settled. These days, it is best to beware of newcomers. If you are really one of us, pass me the amulets connected with the evil deeds of the god Sethi, which is our sign of recognition. Fine. Now place them according to what I'm about to tell you. That which has been broken bears that which has been wounded. Under the belt of the widow is to be found the body of the victim. you have misunderstood me? Listen to me carefully. That which has been broken bears that which has been wounded. Under the belt of the widow is to be found the body of the victim. So, Ramose, you are one of us. Time is short for us now, since the booty must gain the beautiful west, land of the dead. The cortege is leaving soon.
My discoveries in the Embalmers' workshop proved to me their complicity with the robbers. I mingled with the funeral procession to discover the final destination of the booty hidden among the furniture. I thus arrive in the courtyard of a nobleman's tomb where the ceremony of farewell to the mummy is to be held. The ritual opening of the entrance is about to begin, so that the deceased may once again profit from his mind and body in his eternal resting place. My father may not have such an opportunity.
My purification is the purification of Horus. My purification is the purification of thought.
The widow, holding the sarcophagus in her arms, is still
I am your wife.
weeping
Do not
her
abandon
sorrow.
me. Is that your will that I withdraw from you? You, who like to joke with me. You are silent, you speak no more. You are now in the land which loves solitude. There you are imprisoned, swathed, bound up, and you sleep in yesterday's linen. Go to join your new residence in peace.
This figure will only be finished by the time of the evening meal. Hey, what are you doing here?
I was leading one of mine to his last resting place when some fallen rocks blocked me. The only exit I found led me right here.
This tomb is not yet finished. Get out of here as fast as you can.
Where is the exit to be found?
Take this corridor. The light will guide you to the outside. It seems to me I told you to get out of here as quickly as possible.
I am sent by the Cobra. Your courage and your perspicacity have brought you this far. Certain revelations shall be your reward.
Which are they?
The Cobra will reveal them to you. But first, you must give me the name of the guilty person. And this will help you. You must give me the name of the guilty person.
The symbols represented mean the following. Tanefer, chief of the troops.
Ramose, your far-sighted vision and cleverness earn you success in this last trial. Follow me. The Cobra awaits you on the east bank in Panehesy's house.
Whom shall I announce to my master?
Ramose.
This name is unknown to me. You are not welcome in this residence. Whom shall I announce to?
Amose.
And what is the name of he whom you wish to honor with your presence?
Your master is called Panehesy.
Permitting you to enter in such ragged garments will not please my master.
Would you let me enter if I rewarded you?
The door will be wide open to you. Welcome to Panehesy's house, my good master. I mistook your name and your goodness. So do come in and enjoy yourself this day.
Some more information for my master. That which you desire is in the Senet. I am its key.
You look like a servant, but I do not know your face. Did the master require you to serve at the banquet?
I look nothing like a servant. I'm going to the banquet given by Panehesy.
You cannot appear before my masters in that filthy, untidy attire.
Bring me what I need to wash, and unguents to anoint myself.
You have not shaved your beard. Are you in mourning?
The barber was too busy for me to wait my turn.
You cannot join the guests looking like that. Wear this necklace to complete your attire. Welcome to the house of my masters. Mingle with the guests and enjoy yourself.
At the first glimmer of daylight, we will go to welcome the boats of the gods and the royal boat for the celebration of the great festival of Opet.
As son of Amon-Re, our king will preside over the procession of the 3 sacred boats on the river.
And the crowd will acclaim the boat of Amon, bearing to perfection the gods celebrated by song and dance.
In fact, the great boat Uzurhat, pulled by the royal vessel, is an extraordinary sight. And the city will be feasting for more than 20 days. Whilst the floral streamers are spreading their perfumes, and the pleasure of the ear adds to the sweetness of the wine, I know everything that has happened to you.
How did you learn this?
Follow your heart resolutely as long as you are on this earth. You are endangering your life in this residence. Listen to my words. and wait for me on the terrace. To your car, my friend. The music calls me. See you in a short while.
To, the eyes and ears of the sovereign, long may he live, be prosperous and healthy, will not assuage the fury of the starving workers.
He is deaf to the complaints of the poor, chiefly preoccupied by his own promotion.
It is up to him to hear the complaints and to apply the decrees. The chief of police, however, has submitted his report to him.
If that man provoked the disgrace of my father, in my eyes he deserves to be demoted to an auxiliary.
Well said. Let's drink a toast. To your car.
Come drink with me to celebrate this happy day, my friend.
With pleasure. Thank you.
May the grace of Amon be in your heart, that I may see you in good health and embrace you. Welcome to my home. Under the garlands and the lilies, you are clad in fine linen, in formal garments that one would have said were made for me. Let us then take advantage of this fine day. I will introduce you to some true friends. Here among us is a lover of the game of Senet. In the Book of the Dead, to reach the beyond, the dead must win at Senet, don't they? I shall offer you a challenge. Since you like to play, you are going to play for your life. If you win the game, you are free to leave. But if you lose, I will dispose of you. Your turn. There you show a great deal of skill. Your turn. What do you say to that? Your turn. What do you say to that? Your turn. Good move. Your turn. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. What do you say to that? You are lucky. Make the most of it. Well played. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. Your turn. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. There you show a great deal of skill. Your turn. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. You are lucky. Make the most of it. Your turn. Your turn. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. Your turn.
Deciding a dispute on a game of Senet is a pastime which can have fatal results.
At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. Your turn. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. You are lucky. Make the most of it. Your turn. Good move. At this rate, you are not about to win this wager. You are lucky. Make the most of it. Your turn. Fine game.
On the other hand, if you think I'm going to let the intruder who got himself into my house slip away, you are making a big mistake.
Whoever you are, you may not enter the House of Amon.
I am Amarut, the daughter of the first servant of Amon, Ramses. I have been making use of you to foil the ploys of my father-in-law, Janefer, presently third servant of the god by the will of our king. His spite gave birth to the idea of this vengeance and the robbing of the tomb in order to bring about the disgrace of To, first dignitary of the court.
Why was my father involved in this plot?
Your father, as personal scribe to To, was the ideal victim to malign and bring about the disgrace of your master.
There is no more honest man than my father.
And so you see the importance and the political stakes behind this maneuvering.
I am all the more determined to foil these deeds that the gods abhor.
And you have little time left, Ramose. It is in this temple, behind the doors, that you will find the proof of the guilt of Tanefer.
How do I get into this holy enclosure?
I have provided you with an excuse to enter the temple. Go onto the roofs to justify your presence.
I thought, here is our young assistant at last. Take this and take a sighting of the star. Take note of its position and meet me back in the hall of the clepsydra.
How do I find it?
By aiming at the yellow star along the line of your reference, position your instrument and remember this position. How are you getting on with this sighting?
I have found the yellow star, just above the assistant.
Your sighting therefore confirms mine. So the 11th hour of the night has just run out. In 1 hour, Re will rise in the sky. So check whether the time of the sighting tube is the same as that indicated by the bowl.
The level of the water reaches the height of the 9th hole. The bowl indicates the 9th hour.
Your help could have been useful to me, but I think you're making fun of me.
If an error justifies your remarks, it is not my error. The bowl does indeed indicate the 9th hour.
You're right. I don't understand. This bowl is false. I must check this information on another instrument.
You are not a priest employed in the temple. You have no place here.
I have to complete a task which has been bestowed upon me.
The moment worship begins on this festival day, no one may enter the temple. Whoever you are, I cast you out. Come in peace, Eye of Horus, blazing like Re on the horizon. Hail to you, Amon-Re. My 2 arms hold you like those of Horus. I am the living servant of Re, the pure priest. The clay is broken, the river flood is delivered. It is to establish the god in his place that I am come. Be established in your sanctuary, Amon-Re. The incense comes, the divine perfume comes. The perfume rises up to you, Amon-Re. Horus and Thought give the paint to your twin faces, and the band of cloth to your body. The green and black paint are offerings they make to you. Myrrh, incense circulating in your tabernacle. I have come to you. It is I, Thought, bearing Mat, that she might be with you. Awake and be at peace. Awaken in peace, O venerable one of the 2 lands.
Ramose, the time permitted to carry out the investigation I entrusted you with is over. You owe me some explanations. What have you discovered up to now?
I have proof that there was a plot against my father, meant to cause your disgrace and to compromise your promotion.
Who is the perpetrator of this?
He's the guilty one, Tanefer.
Continue your fascinating demonstration.
You accuse me of an unspeakable action, whereas here you are in possession of truly compromising items.
You have made yourself the accomplice of your father in this affair.
Tanefer, you are betrayed for having wished to soil the reputation of my scribe, Merriman. Justice shall decide your fate. Let this traitor be imprisoned. I congratulate you, Ramose, for having brought to light the team which pillaged the royal tomb. And as a token of my gratitude, I will immediately return your father to his functions as scribe. I will inform our king of your courage and your perspicacity in this matter. You will receive the golden reward from his hand.
Homage to you, Amon-Re, sovereign of all gods, king of the sky, creator of the stars, the fine gold of the gods, who created the sky which opens the horizon.
Amon-Re, master of the thrones of the two lands which brought us the gods in accordance with his word, venerable master of the race which gave the multitude, he of the lofty plumes, all men worship you in order to live.
"30 days later, after the return of Amon into his sanctuary, I was given a distinction by Pharaoh. Long may he live, be prosperous and healthy. I received the golden reward and was promoted to scribe of the troops in his majesty's army."
Thanks be to Amon, who guided Ramose on the path of truth. His ingenuity enabled him to foil the treacherous schemes of my husband and his cunning allies. No one was disturbed, and my father's position is intact, protected by royal favor.
Tanefer paid with his life for our attempt to discredit Tow and the first servant of Amon. But the time of our vengeance will come, and the king shall not escape it.
Tow henceforth exercises his functions over Upper and Lower Egypt. This heavy burden will keep him even further from the realities of our region. We may well expect other affairs of this kind, and I fear that the dissatisfaction of the men of the tomb may push them one day to stop working.
Come and drink my beer, as cool as the shade of the sycamore.
The sun is so high that a momentary pause is permitted.
In a place where your heart will delight, and where you will not be alone in relaxing.
The places of entertainment attract men inflamed by desire.
By Hathor, it is not a crime for the one who takes advantage of it. Follow me.
So you give yourself over to pleasure at the expense of your investigation. And now you're dragging yourself from street to street reeking of beer. Like a runaway chariot, a befuddled mind. You're teetering and you fall in the dust, your stomach bloated with alcohol. You are dismissed from the investigation, Ramose, scribe with a broken arm. The stones of the desert and the burning breath of the sand winds shall henceforth be your companions in exile.
These days, it is best to beware of newcomers. If you are really one of us, pass me the amulets connected with the evil deeds of the god Senet, which is our sign of recognition. Is fear perhaps leading you astray? Start again. Only the last chance I grant you now may save you. Do not disappoint me. Faithless you are! I can clearly see the proof of your imposture. You wanted to act with scorn. The doors are about to close on you. Forever. You will join Chai, your so-called master. Fine. Now place them according to what I'm about to tell you. That which has been broken bears that which has been wounded. Under the belt of the widow is to be found the body of the victim. Could you have misunderstood me? Listen to me carefully. That which has been broken bears that which has been wounded. Under the belt of the widow is to be found the body of the victim. My patience is at an end. Do what you have to do. Faithless you are! I can clearly see the proof of your imposture. You wanted to act with scorn. The doors are about to close on you. Forever. You will join Chai, your so-called master. You imagined you could get away like a thief carrying off the booty, but your hour has come. You'll get no further.
cobra will reveal them to you. But first, you must give me the name of the guilty person, and this will help you. Your mind is wandering, Ramose, but I leave you a second and last chance. You didn't know how to take advantage of this second chance I offered you, Ramose. I abandon you to your sorry fate. The cobra must have been mistaken on your account. Your life is now worthless.
You look like a servant, but I do not know your face. Did the master require you to serve at the banquet?
I am in the service of Panehesy. I am in charge of serving the drinks for the feast day.
Your words are but lies, for all the servants are present. You have no business here. I'm going to warn the guardian.
Help! There is an intruder in my master's house!
Help me! An impostor is threatening my life.
Fine game. On the other hand, if you think I'm going to let the intruder who got himself into my house slip away, you are making a big mistake.
This knife betrays your wish to do evil. To protect this holy place, I am taking your life.